What you're about to see are passionate, dedicated, and trained people practicing and preparing to enter an extreme sporting event that may change their lives. Do not try this on your own without necessary experience and supervision.
Breathe in, breathe out. This moment's what it's all about. Born to be great, your goal awaits. Don't hesitate, accelerate.
Set for the race, aim to give it all I got. Mind is set, gonna reach the highest spot. Working hard in order to fulfill my goal. Nothing can stop me from getting what I'm going for. That's being great, I was working tirelessly, so I won't hesitate. Gotta get to first place, hands on the golden plate. I'll concentrate, won't hit the brake, just move forward, accelerate. Welcome back to Accelerate. Last week, we saw tennis prospect Kelly Ahrens ace her way to first place in the Western Province TSA Series. Today we at Tandeka Stables, where we meet 12-year-old equestrian rider Jana Meyer. Equestrianism, or horse riding, as it's more commonly known, is the sport of competitive horse riding, which challenges the rider's steeplechasing, riding skills, and capabilities with the horses. It is also about forming long-lasting bonds with their trusted companions, so that in the end, a form of mutual trust between the rider and the horse is developed in order to execute the daring and dangerous on-course obstacles. Let's meet our equestrian accelerator, Jana Meyer.
My name's Jana Meyer. I'm 12 years old. I'm in grade 6. I stay in Atlantic Beach Golf Estate and I live with my mother. I started show jumping, I started riding at the age of 3. My mom inspired me.
I rode horses as a child, and my whole life revolved around horses. And when I fell pregnant with Jana, I stopped riding altogether. I still had my horses, and when she was a baby, I used to put her on my horse's back. And when she was 3.5 years old, I started her off on lessons.
I used to do everything in show jumping, like dressage, equitation, working hunter, showing, but in the end, those weren't very important to me anymore. I didn't enjoy them as much as show jumping, so I stopped with all those, and now I only do show jumping. Show jumping can be a very dangerous sport, and there are many risks. Like you can fall off, your horse can step on you. Even though there are a lot of risks, there are also safety measures that helps prevent these risks. The basic rules of show jumping is that you always have to wear a helmet when you ride, and you always have to wear closed shoes around horses. And then I wear a hit air that protects me. It's like an airbag around my body that protects me if I fall off. The basic terminologies and language that we use in show jumping is like canter, trot, change the rein through the diagonal, oxer, triple combination, spread. There are many more, but those are the basic ones. My coach's name is Nikki Thurgood, and I've got a lot of respect for her knowledge. About 2 years ago, my pony retired, so I needed to look for a new horse. My instructor told me that Amikura was in the market, so I went to go and try him. As soon as I got there, it was love at first sight.
Jana Meyer is a fantastic little child with a hell of a lot of competition in her veins, and horses have always been a part of her life. She started riding from a very young age, and being such a competitive sport, I think it's held her interest over and above her other hobbies.
I have done other sports. I used to do swimming, ballet, netball, and hockey, but I had to give up those sports so I can carry on with horse riding so seriously, and I also currently do karate. The idea of sitting on a horse is amazing, and to be able to control a horse, it's amazing, that feeling of going over a jump. I feel free when I go over the jumps, like I can do anything in the world. so I love show jumping a lot. I would very much like to go to the Olympics one day. That is my main goal. The sport requires a lot of devotion from my parents because I can obviously not drive, so they need to drive me around and take my horse to shows. They need to take the time to take me to the shows and bring me to my lessons. And because I'm so short, I can't always reach everything, so they need to help me also tack up sometimes.
Jana recently turned 12. I'm very involved in her life. I try not to micromanage her and give her options to make a decision on her own with my guardians.
I try to ride every day, but because of school, I can unfortunately not. I ride minimum of 2 days a week, but I try to ride more. And I usually have a show on the weekend, but not always. I'm currently preparing for a show jumping event at the Europa Equestrian Centre.
The next competition at Europa Equestrian Centre is another grading show jumping competition, and each time Jana competes and she has a faultless round, she gets 1 ranking point. She needs a number of ranking points in order for her to go up to the next height, currently jumping at 1.1 meter, and the next height would be 1.2 meter.
This competition is quite an important one for Jana because she has had a few up and down and a few hiccups in her own confidence and her belief in Amico. So as a coach, we always like to see our pupils benefit and do as well as they possibly can. And also this competition is part of our path to going to the South African Junior Championships, which will be held in Johannesburg in December. It's called the Youth Festival. And going to the Youth Festival, having competed here and maybe done really, really well, for her, her outlook and positivity will come through in her riding.
Should I win this event, I will receive a rosette and I will feel very happy because I'm the youngest of everyone I'm jumping against. I'm mostly jumping against adults, but there are a few juniors, but they're all mostly above 40.
After the break, Jana and Amico trot out the course and strut their stuff. Okwamanje, ungazibhekela imininingwane yethu ku Facebook. Futhi ungasithanda noma usixoxele ngemidlalo oyenzayo. Get involved and we could be following you on your journey. Welcome back to Accelerate. Silandela uJana Meyer oneminyaka e12 okuyi-equestrian ride. Ungenele umncintiswano kwi-Europa Show Jumping. Can Jana and Amico gallop to the rosette finish? Watch and see.
Today I will be competing in a graded show at Europa. I will be competing in the 1.1 junior and adult competition. Before me and my mother can go to the show jumping event, we must first go fetch my horse at Tandeka stables. When I'm done hooking up the horse box, I must put all my horse's tack into the horse box, and then I must prepare my horse to put him into the horse box. For my horse, I need a bridle, I need a saddle, a girth, and brushing boots. Brushing boots are something you put around over his legs, so when he jumps or trots, that his legs doesn't get hurt when they brush against each other. After I put Amico's protective gear on, I lead him to the trailer and I load him in. Once we arrive at the venue, I have to unload Amico out of the horse box. Before I take Amico to the stables, I must first remove his travelling boots and his tail guard. Now I take him to his stable to prepare him for the competition. Once he's in his stable, I must groom him. I need to brush down his body and I need to brush his tail. I must also clean his hooves. I need to clean my horse's hooves so that if there's a stone in, I can get rid of it before it hurts him. Once I'm done grooming Amiko, I have to start tacking up. I start by putting on the brushing boots around his legs, which prevents him from brushing his legs against each other. Then I put on the bridle and I end off with putting on the saddle. I'm done preparing Amiko, so now I have to start preparing myself. Once I am done preparing myself, I get on Amiko and I take him to the warm-up arena. It's very important to warm up your horse before he jumps so that he can feel more relaxed once he gets into the arena. Once I get on Amiko, I feel extremely focused. After I warm up, I wait on the sidelines for my name to be called.
In the arena on standby, can we please have number 8, Amiko and Jana Meyer?
Once my name is called, my coach tells me to go and show my horse the wall jump.
Right up to it.
The reason I have to show my horse the wall is because it is a new jump and he has never seen it before. When I show it to him, he is very frightened of it, and this makes me very frustrated. It's very important that I get Amiko comfortable with the jump, otherwise he might not jump it.
Yeah, stay there. Let him just touch it. That's it. Pat him now, pat him. Jana, pat him.
The time is ticking and I need to get him comfortable with the jump. I take him around both sides of the wall, but he's still not comfortable, and this makes me nervous.
That's above number 8, Amiko and Jana Meyer.
Now I have to start my course. It's very important to go through the starting flags, otherwise you are disqualified. I have just gone over my first jump. It is a yellow oxer. As I go over my first jump, I look ahead and count the strides for my second jump, which is a blue and orange upright. After my second jump, I make a slight turn to get to my third jump. I continue going to my fourth jump and make a tight turn to get to a green and pink oxer. As I get to my fifth jump, Amiko swings out to the left. I have to go around now and try that jump again. I'm not sure why Amiko refused the jump because he has jumped this jump many times before. I come around and I line up my fifth jump for the second time and Amiko makes it. I'm very relieved. I continue going to the sixth jump, which is a grey and orange oxer. I clear the sixth jump with ease. I continue to the seventh jump, which is a combination. It is a upright to an oxer. Amiko knocks down the first element of the combination, but I get over the second element with ease. I'm going to the eighth jump now, which is the red wall jump. Before I get to the eighth jump, he swings out to the right, and I am disqualified for the second disobedience.
That's an unfortunate elimination for number 8, Amiko and Jana Meyer.
I am very disappointed about my first round, but I know I'm going to do better in my second round, and I'm going to try much harder.
Hawu bakithi, uYana udoyile kumzuliswano wokuqala ngoba uAmiko ube novalo futhi akakhonanga ukuqhubeka ngesibambezelo. Akayitholanga iRosette okwamanje, kodwa uzimisele kumzuliswano olandelayo.
Round 2 is a competition, so it means that there are 2 rounds. If you make no mistakes in the first round, you automatically go through to the second round. Before I start my second round, I have to go to my coach and we have to do a course walk. My coach gives me advice about how I should ride this course.
So you're going to jump this one, which is at an angle. So jump it out there, but then turn through the middle here. Okay. Making sure you are dead straight. Okay. It's got to keep moving.
It is important to do a course walk so that you can memorize the course and you can count your strides.
Remember, out that way, in that way. Okay, 26.
It so depends.
Yes, but you can't, you're coming to turn this way. So then you've got to ride that outside line and then decide, how are you? But you're going to be moving forward, so 6 strides.
Once I'm done walking the course, I go over it by telling my instructor where I ride and if it is 2 jumps in a straight line, how many strides there are in between. This I have to memorize off by heart.
Do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great, let's get on.
Once the course walk is done, I get on my horse and I go and warm him up.
Number 8, Annika and Jana, Meyer.
I am now starting my second round for the day. I'm nervous about this round because my horse Amiko made a mistake in the previous round. I'm going to the first jump with confidence and I'm concentrating very hard. He clears it with ease and I make a slight right turn to line up for my next jump. He tripped a bit in front of number 2, but he cleared it. Once I go over number 2, I quickly line up to go over my next jump. He clears number 3 with ease after the first round's disappointment. I go straight into number 4 and clear it. I carry on to number 5. I get over number 5 and I turn immediately for number 6. It's quite a difficult turn to get to the next jump. Number 6 is the oxer and I clear it with ease. I get over number 6 and I head to the combination, which is straight ahead, and Amiko does it with ease. I'm so impressed with Amiko at this point. Number 8 is a difficult jump for the rider sometimes, but it's very easy for the horse. It is a triple bar, so instead of just 1 bar or 2, it's 3 in a row. It's much easier for the horses because they can see how they need to jump, but it can stress a rider out sometimes. And he clears number 8. I go over number 9, which is my second last jump, and go straight to number 10. And he clears the jump.
That was a clear for Jana, Meyer and Annika.
Oh, bakithi. Jana's first round didn't go as she expected. Kodwa uzimisele kumzuliswano olandelayo. Ingabe uzoqeda ngempumelelo kuwo lo mzuliswano futhi athole amaphuzu awadingayo ukuba umpetha womcintiswano. Okwamanje ongakwenza sibhekele imininingwane yethu ku Facebook futhi ungasithanda noma usixoxele ngemidlalo oyenzayo. Get involved and we could be following you on your journey. Welcome back to Accelerate. Ngaphambi kokuthi siye ezitolo, sizibonele uJana Makadoya, awubakithi. Umzuliswano wokuqala ngoba uAmiko akakhonanga ukuthi agqume. Ingabe angakhona ukuqhubeka kumzuliswano olandelayo? Can she make it? Let's see.
After I finished my second round, I was extremely happy because my horse did a clear round, which means he didn't make any mistakes. I'm going through to the second part of round 2. The second round is the same course, but you do it in a different order and with fewer jumps. Whoever has the least penalties and the quickest time wins their class. My instructor is going over the jump off with me.
So the sensible route is to jump 8, come around 2, make sure you're 9 to 10. Okay, the winning route is to jump 8, come inside.
I'm feeling very excited as my instructor tells me the jump off. They are now putting me in for my jump off and I'm feeling extremely excited. I go to my first jump of the jump off. I have to turn very tightly to get to my second jump quickly. I need to do this in a really good time to be able to get a place. I just finished my second jump of the jump off and I'm going for my third jump. I turn extremely tightly and I clear it. I go to my fourth jump, which is the combination, and I go as quick as I can to the next jump. I turn very quickly so I can get to my last jump as fast as possible. And I clear the last jump.
That was a clear round for Jana, Meyer and Annika in a time of 41.14.
I'm very, very, very happy with him. I have to wait now for the results.
That was a clear round for Lucinda Woodruff and Rebecca Balder in a time of 41.12.
It is very tense because there are other riders as well that still need to ride. After the final part of round 2 is finished, the judges call out the top 3 riders and you have to go out to the arena to line up for the prize giving, and then they tell you what place you came and we each receive our rosettes.
So in first place we have Paul Goliki and Callow Contendi. In second place we have Texan Eagle and Catherine Dow.
And I ended up coming third out of adults and juniors.
With the judges out the way, you guys are welcome to lead us off on a lap of honor.
We then do a lap of honor. The person that came first goes first and then everyone follows. I'm very happy with myself because I came third out of adults and juniors.
Jana, you competed and succeeded against competitors much older than you. And for that, you should feel proud. Congratulations on winning 3rd place in the Europa show jumping competition. Catch us at the Zone 7 motocross track next week, where we will meet daring 9-year-old motocross rider Tian Murray. Don't miss out. In the meantime, check out our Facebook page for more news and views.